Okay. Da, da, da.
Da-da-da-da. All right, we're live
Hey,
on
there we are.
YouTube.
Okay. That took a while. Okay. Show's over. Goodbye. No. It is 2:59 now. Okay, so it is 2:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and hello and welcome to Model Citizen. I'm your host George Dayer. I am flanked by my wonderful host, the angriest of IT nerds, Gilbert Floyd, and James Lechner is fired again because he just doesn't want to, tell us that he's going to be on. He's not going to be on. I don't know. No, I'm like that. He has other stuff to do.
James, you're fired. You're fired today, James.
No.
Today, you're fired. Tomorrow,
James is on assignment. So that's how we would put it.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. He's on assignment. We were supposed to have a special guest today. He is having a little trouble getting in. His name is Lou Damaso. He's one of the top 5 modelers in the country. If you don't know his channel, or if you don't know who he is, Lou Damaso is he has a YouTube channel called Aztec Dummy, and he makes the painting masks for most of the models that you build out there, most of like the sci-fi models that you build, like starships and stuff like that. So the Aztecing on a starship is seeing the individual plating on a starship's hull. He makes those vinyl, and he actually cuts them out of vinyl, and they are made for specific models. So they're made for like the Strange New Worlds Enterprise at 1/537 scale. He'll do painting masks for the original Constitution refit, which is 1/350 scale, and there's also a 1/350 scale of the TOS Enterprise. So, so with that, Model Citizen is brought to you by Tenant Controls. Tenant Controls, makers of lighting boards and lighting kits for all types of models. And so just go to tenantcontrols.com. If there is a board that or a lighting kit that they do not make and you do not see, oh, he's not fired anymore. He's rehired. There he is.
Hey man,
sorry. I'm sorry. We fired you from last week.
James, I'm glad you're here, man. George was talking all kinds of just smack about you, man.
Really?
He was just talking real bad about you. I mean, just saying it's just all. I can't even repeat it. It's that bad. It was that bad.
He threw me under the short bus. Okay, no problem. Okay. That's fine. Throw me under the short bus. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I was having problems.
I'll get you back tomorrow for because
I was trying to stick up for you, man. I was sticking up for you. I was saying, but George, man, he was just talking all kinds of bad. I mean,
brutal slave driver. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Sorry. So we were So we were talking about Tenant Controls. That's one of our sponsors, and our other sponsor is AAA Hobbies in Magnolia, New Jersey. If you can't get to their store in Magnolia, New Jersey, they do have a website where you can get models from. It is megahobby.com. I also wanted to announce there is a William Shatner event at the Star Trek Set Tours in Ticonderoga. I believe that's November 20th. I had talked to Mark Myers. He's a frequent visitor at the Star Trek Set Tour. So William Shatner will be there November 20th through the 22nd, I believe. I think the 20th is a Saturday, so it's probably 21st. So if any of you want to go see William Shatner and want to be on the bridge of the Enterprise, of the original Enterprise, the Star Trek Set Tours, I still have yet to have James Cawley on this program, so he can talk about the set tours and all the stuff that he has. So with that, our guest was supposed to be here. His name is Lou Damaso. His YouTube channel is Aztec Dummy. He's a frequent visitor to Wonderfest. I think he's one of the top 5 modelers in the country.
What's his name?
Lou Damaso.
Okay.
Lou. He has a YouTube channel spanning like, oh man, I haven't.
I know. Aztec Dummy's been around for
years,
decades.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I think he started in the 90s, I think, or in the early 2000s. But I used to watch his show. He's the guy who makes the vinyl painting masks for different models. He does the Aztec, like the Aztecing, like for starships and stuff. And that was his, that's his bread and butter. So, but
what happened to him? Where is he?
He's having some issues with AT&T and connections. I did send him the link. He wanted to be on today. I'm trying to communicate with him on Communicator.
So I guess he will show up when, or if he can.
Yeah, if he can. He said if I can make it. He said, he said the router started doing disco lights and they may be working on the lines near me. I have everything else set up and ready to go. AT&T says yes. They know there's an outage and they're working on it. Yeah. AT&T standing behind you every step of the way. It's like in Stripes. It's like going, hey, if we get into really, really serious combat, I just want you to know, you guys, I'll be behind you guys every step of the way.
Every step of the way.
Okay. So we were waiting for Lou to do stuff. So what's going on with you guys? What are you building?
Oh, actually, hang on a second. I forgot about that. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Right back. I promise. I'll be back.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh jeez.
Okay.
No, unfortunately, again, I'd been slacking again because I really haven't had time to do any designing or printing or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because I've been so busy putting together, rules, hot takes.
Oh yeah, rules.
Yeah. So,
hot takes and big mistakes.
Yeah, I'm getting back into the swing of things with the designing and modeling. I'm gonna try Monday or Tuesday. Yeah.
Okay.
To start to print something out because.
Okay.
Because right now the weather,
printers.
Yeah, because right now the way the weather is and inside of my house, environment is perfect. So I got to print. I got to take advantage of it while I can.
Yep. I have to wait another month until I have enough money to get some mold rubber to finish the Rat Bat Spider. So that thing's been going on for like 12 years now. Like it's just on and off for 12 years. And
all right, I'm back.
Oh wow!
Oh man, that is nice.
UFO, yeah, that's the
lunar
space shuttle.
The
lunar shuttle.
Yeah, featured quite prominently in the show. Surprised it's not more. Everybody thinks of the interceptors and the mobiles and Skydiver like that, but I think this thing appeared on the show more than any other craft actually. So
that's the that was the main, I guess, the main transport to moon base.
Yeah. And this is like a cargo hold here, at least part of it. It's funny because as I was kind of putting this thing together, I was looking at the various models that they used on the show, and some of them had like this. Well, the larger ones had like this pipe that I never noticed before. And but actually, what it turns out to be, I think, is that it's like a telescoping, like thing that kind of like moves this thing up. That's why this thing is the shape that it is.
Okay.
And I think I think what it did is that it would like pull this back, and then they would unload the cargo from it. I mean, it's just a exposition on my front, but it seems like that's the thing that makes the most logical sense for why these pipes are here. So I don't think they're actually pipes. They're like, what do you call it? Pistons. So,
or they're like interlocks, maybe?
Yeah, or something.
Okay.
But,
Maybe like an interlock?
Yeah, but
because all right, well, I don't think Gilbert knows about that. Craft. It actually docks with a suborbital, I guess, like a suborbital.
Like a VTOL kind of thing. Craft. It's like a
so that actually hooks into another craft when or when it gets into the atmosphere.
Yeah,
it hooks up with this craft, and then the other craft just lands and lands the whole thing.
And so when it takes off, instead of using a launching thing, it's kind of like the like the Virgin Galactic, whatever they call it. Where like a plane carries it, and then it drops the plane. Then the thing fires off the rocket engine. It's very, very similar idea, except this one flies back and reconnects for landing. So but yeah,
that thing is huge. I mean, like if you went to go,
well, it's the same. Well, based upon what I read, it's 2 feet or 25 inches. So this is about the size of the Hero model.
Oh, cool.
So
okay,
there, and
very nice.
Nice.
Very cool.
But yeah, I dirtied it up like crazy. Maybe I looked at it, I says, man, maybe I dirtied this thing up too much. And I went back and watched the show, and I said, nope, I think it's about right. maybe it's a little too clean, actually. So
yeah, it is a little bit too clean, but that's right. Yeah, got the moon base.
But this is actually I made this base from if you go into NASA, the NASA government site, they have like a whole area in there where you can download like 3D models.
Oh.
And so they have like this one is surface of the moon, but this is an actual like telemetric, topographic, I should say, section of the moon. I'm not sure which part, but so I just downloaded that and just made a base out of it, and then made this thing, the plaque there, something. I did something similar for the UFO. So, but yeah, I think now that I got like these these large scale printers, I decided they started going like studio scale, where I can.
Mm-hmm.
So the planning on doing the well, I've already printed out the files for the Sky One, so that's probably going to be next.
Ooh.
And then
nice.
Then I have the SID kit. Got all this stuff printed out. I just got to build it now. So
when you print out the Sky One, you're printing out the are you printing out just Sky One? Or are you gonna
just Sky One for right now, but eventually it'll be like the whole sub, which is going to be
if it's going to be the whole sub and Sky One, who do you want me to kill? Because I will kill for one of those.
Okay, sounds good. That could be useful.
Set up
that could be a fair trade.
No hate speech on TikTok. Sorry about that, but
going to hold you to that.
It's Skydiver.
Yeah. So, but I've got like I've actually you're probably like the third or fourth person that wants one. So, but I say it's like, well, let me get the first one built, so see how it goes. But yeah, so I've got like the studio scale interceptor kit, the SID, Sky One, and I will be doing the mobile full scale, the studio scale.
Oh wow, cool.
So, but
nice.
It's all going to take a little bit of time. This was a bit of because there were a couple of STL files that were out there, and one that I actually created like a 3D file that I created like 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And none of them were right. None of them were were 100% accurate. And so what I did is that I kind of merged all the different ones that are out there. And even so, as I was putting this thing together, I realized, wait a minute, there's not because like right here, this is kind of this has kind of like a sharp edge to it. And this actually should be more rounded. I didn't realize that until I printed it out and started building. I said, well, wait a minute, So when you start putting these things together, you start noticing, well, one thing you notice the variations are dramatic, from one filming model to another.
Yeah, you can't see that in a if you look at it in 3 dimensions on an STL, on like an STL file.
Yeah.
You won't see that sharp thing until you actually print it out.
Yeah.
Because
the
shading is different when you're looking at the 3 dimensions and you're going, okay, that looks fine, and you print it out.
That looks great. Yeah.
What the hell?
Right.
Yeah. The other thing is too is that there's like right here on the front right here. This should actually be there should be like a red, like goes around this. That was something I hadn't noticed either. But this looks pretty good.
That looks great
for a draft. But I printed out and got all kinds. None of these decals. They're all from like all kinds of different kits. So no rhyme or reason to them. But I decided just to go with whatever spares I had instead of printing up, exact decals. But I'll probably create like a decal set for it also. So problem is I can't print in white. As you probably know, that's
yes. It's a very difficult. It's a very difficult decal to do. I mean, you probably have to, because we had the same problem at Steve Neal's to do the decal for the travel prod.
Right.
And we had to break that apart, to get to the electronics. So putting it all back together, Steve goes, well, George, airbrush it. I was like, Steve, do you know how difficult it would be to airbrush those decals on?
Yeah.
Because the Federation decals from Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan have the black, and then it has kind of like a white spacing, and then a red, and then a white spacing. I'm like, there's no way I could airbrush that. I was like, no, there's no way I could.
Yeah, the masking would drive you insane.
Oh, it would. It would be insane to do that. I had problems doing the decals on the Skydiver when I was working on the Skydiver at Steve Neal's. That that one.
Imagine. I can imagine.
I airbrushed the ones on the wing, and that was a pain in the butt. But to do the Sky and Diver, oh my God, that was. And he goes, just make up a mask and do it. I'm like, Steve, we don't have vinyl. I said, you need vinyl for this. Just use the painter's tape. I'm like, I'm doing the painter's tape.
Oh my God.
And then I did it, and it came out wrong. And he goes, oh, it came out wrong. All right. And then he goes, I'll just do it again. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's you get kind of creative when there's something that's not off the shelf. You have to really kind of try different things, and find out what works best. And
the thing I had to do was we found a white decal sheet, and we found a what did we find? We found a white decal sheet that we could put into an inkjet printer, and then I did the decals for like for Skydiver.
Yeah.
But when I did the lettering, there's white in between the lettering. It should be it should be white on clear.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was it was like cutting those out by hand and then doing each letter onto the. Oh my God!
Without tearing the decal.
Yeah.
And then you got to get it off the water slide without breaking. It's a real challenge, man. But
this is why I don't have hair on my head. What?
Who we should probably try to get on here is Rick Sternbach.
Oh yeah, Rick Sternbach.
He'd be great because he's like he's a master with decals, and he gave like a quick, like 45-minute DIY class
okay.
at Wonderfest. But I should reach out to him, see if I'm sure he'd be very interested in joining. So,
all right. Yeah. I met him at Steve's.
Oh yeah,
Steve's
yeah.
shop
I'm sure
when
you
Steve
did.
had that party.
I don't think I was there
that's
for
right.
that.
Yeah. No, I don't think
Yeah.
you were at the party.
I've been to Greg. What's his name? Kaczynski or the guy who had the laser blast. Well, they brought it over to his house. Anyway, friend of Tony's and Mike's.
Okay.
He's like special effects guy. Kind of a strange one, but
Hey,
what?
I'm gonna be going to get a haircut.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, that's my son.
All right. No problem. Yeah.
But,
and I see Gilbert's camera is not working again. So, that's okay. We'll have to get him a new camera.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a camera not too long ago. That's why it's you can see more of the mess. This place is a minefield. I swear to God.
It's an organized mess. Mine,
Yeah.
or that, it's
amazing. Yeah, I do usually know where things are, but sometimes I'll like be looking for something and it's right in front of me, and I'll be like looking for it and looking for it. And
I thought that was just me.
That's like
I thought that was just me.
Oh, yeah, doing the thing like when you're doing a model and you go, like when I was doing the Hoth base and I was trying to find, I was trying to find a piece for the Millennium Falcon, and I had inadvertently put glue on it, but it fell, and it glued to my shoe. It glued to the top of the lace on my sneaker, and I went all over the shop I'm going on the floor. I'm like, I need that piece. I get on that piece. And then I had to basically fashion the piece from plastic and try to get it as close as I could, and then stick it on the Falcon. And then what had happened was taking my shoes off for the night, and I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, here it is. It's glued to the lace. I went,
I have to keep that in mind. Yeah, 'cause, it's amazing. It's amazing how you can drop stuff and it just like disappears. It's just somewhere.
I think the Falcon we had was my friend Tony Pacchetti's Falcon. That was the one, like the MPC one.
Yeah.
The old kit.
Yeah.
The new premium grade Millennium Falcon. My God, there's like, is it two? It's like 1,824 pieces for the premium grade, because all of the pipes are separate. Like all the pipes that you would put into the the mandible bays, like the two protrusions on the front of the Falcon, in those little in like those little wells, there are pipes, and they go in a certain way, and I'm like, that's not like that on the other models. Like, but this is like the premium grade Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
So everything is like separate. Everything, like all the pods, everything. Like, wow. I was like, $765 at that time. The guy from Tech Toys said, "Hey, I have one here if you want." And I was like, "Yeah, if I had I said if I had $800, sure, I'd buy it." Like, it's in the I think it's in the $2,500 range right now. So,
oh my gosh,
for that thing.
And that's before tariffs, right?
Yeah, that's before tariffs. Let's just say that the price of that is, to put it mildly, astronomical. Oh, sorry. But
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm old. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. What are you going to do? Anyway, so we have, let's see. Lou is not going to be with us today. I
was kind of getting that impression.
Yeah, I kind of get that. Sorry about that.
That's too bad.
So you showed us Shuttle. I really don't have anything to show you because everything is just sitting on my bench. I have. I completed the bottom of Nuclear Area Silo 2 for Space 1999. The piece I was making, the insert. I just have to make the canisters now. Because they don't. I don't think they sell the canister set anymore. NPC doesn't sell it anymore. They used to sell like a 6 canister set.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
What are they? You're talking about the ones that they were carrying, right?
The nuclear canisters. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The one, like the nuclear waste canister.
That should be easy enough to do.
Yeah. It's easy for you. It's not for me. I don't have 3D printing experience. It's going to be another 2 years by the time I learn this stuff. I'm sorry. I'm old school.
Yeah, well,
I am really old school.
Well, there's a lot of fun, doing that. But,
by the time I get a 3D printer and I learn all this stuff, we will have a permanent base on the moon. And we will actually be taking our nuclear waste from Earth and putting it on the moon. So that will be,
Yeah. Well, they've been saying it's like, I think the moon would be a perfect place for a data center. Start putting some of these big data centers up there. It's just...
They were talking about they were talking about like a nuclear power plant on the moon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it'll work for about a couple of years, and then we need to expand out because we need more. We need a bigger power plant. Well, let's move out to Mars. Let's move out to Mars. You know what I'm saying? It'll be that.
So I was I was doing some still photo things. Let's see what I got here. I was looking at this actually to kind of build. I still want to build this. This is the Beneath the Planet of the Apes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
It's the control panel for the missile.
Oh, right. Yeah. The holy bomb or whatever. that part of like Victor Buono gets him that whole speech of his is just hilarious. It's like the bomb.
Taylor, they have a bomb.
Yeah.
It's like, have you seen like a registry number or like a series number? It's like no, but there's some writing on one of the fins, Alpha and Omega.
That's all you need to know.
That's it.
I was like, yeah.
That's all you need to know. That's it.
Uh-oh. Well, what's this one? Is this Sky One?
Oh,
Sky One,
wow.
So
that's pretty cool.
It's a little bit. Sorry if it's like mix here, so it's
that
not
is
right.
big.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Let me turn this. Maybe this might be better. Yeah, there you go. So you kind of
nice.
It's kind of interesting because it's got like the this thing here. I don't know if you quite see that, but I always wondered what this like thing was that was like running on the top wing, and it's the thing to hold the pod. One of the engine pods.
Oh, okay.
Underneath, and so this pops out, but
Oh, cool.
But I always wondered that. I was like, because it always looked like it was kind of raised on the miniatures, and I was just wondering, like, what is that? A wooden stick, like a tongue depressor kind of thing, And but now when I put this together, okay, makes sense. It's the.
I always wondered about the because it never went into outer space.
No,
it has forward retros.
Oh no, those are actually that's armaments. Those are armaments. Those are cannons.
Oh, those were cannons. Okay.
Yeah, they had cannons and machine guns and all kinds of stuff. And So, the thing it kind of went like suborbital though, because there was that one of those early episodes I think where they introduced Paul Foster.
Oh yeah.
Where he's up there in in that test aircraft that's like really high up there, and this thing just goes right up there where it's at, chasing the UFOs. But yeah. So it's so I'm on a UFO kick right now. So,
Nice.
Well, I'm always on a UFO kick. Seems
Well,
like,
then
That's awesome.
my other thing that I'm doing with Mark Craig should interest you. I'm trying to do the UFO alien helmet.
oh yeah.
Oh,
I got-
okay.
Definitely.
I got the front part done. I have to do the back part, but I have to try to get it. And I didn't ask him. I was like going, there are two different types of alien helmets. There's one with an outcropping that comes off the face, and then there's one with an integrated visor.
Yeah.
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 So I don't know which one he's going to go for. I'm like, I'm hoping he's going to go for the outcropping because it'd be easier to make that instead of try to integrate the. Because
you can get the thing where you can make it like a little water tank or whatever. You can just fill it up with the.
Oh yeah.
Like
Definitely gonna do. Definitely have to do that. And I have a pump. I have a pump exactly. For that. A 12-volt pump to put the like the blue fluid through and have it come up into the mask.
That episode where they kidnap Paul Foster.
Ordeal.
Ordeal. Yeah, and that scene where they put the thing on, and all of a sudden that water goes up, and I was like, that scared the shit out of me as a kid. And then even better when they get him off, when they get him on the moon, they take the thing off, and he's like, like vomiting.
Yeah.
I was just like, good Lord.
There is a scene in UFO where they have the shootout in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And they have the they like the shadow personnel with the guns, and they're shooting, and the aliens are shooting and everything. And the one guy actually does shoot the alien into the faceplate.
Yeah.
And then he holds it, and you see all the blue stuff like shooting out of his helmet. So
that's like it's funny. It's like I never it's like now I've been going back through the episodes and stuff. It's like that show is fairly extreme for when it was made. It was
in the 70s. I mean, I was still in grammar school in the 70s. I was and I was like, I mean, like seeing that as a kid, I was like, wow, people are actually. I was like, but it basically did. It did kind of explain how people were abducted. Like like their planet was dying and they needed bodies. They couldn't procreate. Maybe all the women were gone because they were all men.
Yeah, you never saw a woman. Good point.
But the one that really the music at the end scared the hell out of me.
Oh yeah,
it was like it was kind of like a 2001 type of thing, but you didn't know, and then you saw the planet, and you were like, oh, here's the aliens' planet. It's right here.
Yeah. I'm always wondering, it's like, is that the planet? Is it actually that close, or do they have like a stealth thing going on there? So, but very interesting. But speaking of something else I rewatched not too long ago, which was the one episode probably everybody who ever watched Space 1999 remembers when they think of one episode. Which is the episode you think of the most?
Dragon's Domain.
Exactly. That one, just like I watched it again, I was like, holy shit, man. I was just like, oh my God. That was something, I was like, that I was like, because I hadn't watched it in a while, and I was just like, man, that was pretty gruesome stuff. I mean, you didn't see that sort of thing on Lost in Space, that's for sure.
No.
Or even or Star Trek or anything. So it was
like the way people were hypnotized by the monster, and then they were just like sucked in, and all of a sudden these skeletons just like shot out of its mouth.
Hot steaming skeletons.
Hot steaming skeletons with their clothes still on them. I was I was like, I like seeing that as a kid scared the hell out of me. Like, wow.
That was something. It was a cool monster, though. Cool monster. It's just.
I had talked to John McCallum about that. We were talking about that extensively one day, and he said, "Do you think?" He goes, "Do you think that monster would have been anywhere in the Lost Continent, because there's a movie called The Lost Continent that was
yeah,
made by
yeah.
Hammer,
Yeah.
and I
Okay.
said maybe they used some of that.
Yeah, I thought the same thing because it had like that big glowing eye.
Yeah,
kinda
it had
thing,
that,
and then there's
that big
yeah.
eye thing, and it
Yeah,
was
and there was
kinda like a
one of the
tentacle.
monsters in Lost Continent was kind of like that. But yeah, I kind of want. Yeah, they definitely. Even when I was watching it, hey, I was thinking, hey, this is like that movie I saw in the CBS late night. A couple
Yeah.
weeks back. And so.
CBS late movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
the late show.
I don't know if you were around, Gilbert, when that was on, but that was like a gold mine for like some really obscure like horror movies and sometimes science fiction. But yeah, like, it was like Friday nights on CBS. 11:30. Man, I lived for
11:30.
that.
Yeah, 11:30.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
see, the thing is, when I was growing up, I lived so remotely out that I literally only had 3 channels.
Yeah.
Three channels growing up.
Yeah. That was
Had no,
pretty much. Yeah.
said
Yeah.
no rabbit ears, no cable, no satellite, no.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was pretty much kind of whatever was there. That's what I had to watch. I couldn't watch anything else. What the greatest thing that happened was when Blockbuster opened.
Oh yeah.
When Blockbuster opened.
Yeah.
Man.
That was a bonanza.
Yeah. Yes.
For me,
That's when every
it was
sci-fi
video, but yeah.
every sci-fi movie series and everything that I had been
Reading about,
reading about, missed out on,
only hearing about, and then
heard
suddenly
about.
there it was. Yeah.
All of a sudden, oh,
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
I could get this right there in Blockbuster. I know I'm dating myself on that one.
And no commercials either. So no, it's but yeah. Oh boy, those are the days, man.
Oh.
We didn't get cable until
Hey, Barbie. How are you doing? So, Ben Barbie just walked into the chat. So, she is my new dating coach. She's my official dating coach now.
Dating coach.
Yes. She's gonna help me. She's gonna help me, find the one.
Find the one.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And hopefully I don't say hopefully I don't say any dumb shit.
Yeah.
That's what she's gonna help me try to say. I don't say dumb shit.
Yeah. That's that might be a little bit of a tall order.
I know, right? She got her work cut out for her. You got your work cut out for you now.
Just riding in the train every day, man. It's like, yeah. I'm glad I'm not out there on the scene. That's for sure.
Like, I mean, you got your work cut out for you.
Yeah.
I'll just let you know.
But that goes both ways too, though. It's not easy for them either. So.
No. Because
Yeah.
I know she's gonna. I'm gonna tell her what I say. Say, you said what? Oh, you are so stupid. So, no,
that's
sorry.
what not to say. That's the thing, not to say.
Don't say that.
You can think it, but don't
Don't
put that into words.
I know that reference too. You can think about it, but don't do it.
You can look at the menu. You just can't order the entree. Just understand that. As hungry as you are.
That's right, Ghost Snapper, right? He said, you took a where? Man.
And when they ask you to do something, do it that very minute. Don't sit there and play Xbox, or don't sit there and say, well, I'm going to do a couple of minutes. No. Right this very minute. That's
Even better if you can do it before they ask for it. That's when you've really mastered it. So I've been lucky a few times in that regard. It's like just why she says, when are you going to do this? I was like, it's done.
Already done.
It's done. I did it already. Yes. Oh, really?
Now, you see?
Yeah.
That's what I need to do. I
That's what Saturday
I need
morning
to learn that
for.
awareness, that situational awareness. I need to know that.
Yes. I save my Saturday mornings for the things I know she's going to ask about. So I take care of it. So I got the weekend. So
I hear you. Knock all that shit out at the beginning. That way, the rest of it is yours.
I mean, I never did that growing up. Like they said, oh, you should do your homework on Friday night, and then you have Saturday and Sunday. Like I do it Sunday night at 9 o'clock, just before I go to bed.
Yeah.
You go to bed at 10. Done. You do it at 9:50 on Sunday night.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I mean, that's how you're supposed to do homework.
Well, exactly. You got to, do it fresh in your mind, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I mean,
well, that reminds me. Yeah. I won't be on next week. I actually have to go take a test, certification, cyber information security.
Oh, for cybersecurity.
Yeah,
cool.
some kind of cyber certification. It's what I do every day, but I have to do it to keep my job. So,
ChatGPT is your friend.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, I wish. Yeah. It's because like I've been studying for this thing, but it's like I go through and I was like, I know that I do this every day, and that's the problem is that I'll get on this test and I'll look at the question. I said, well, this is exactly how I do it, but that's not how exactly they, the way they word it, so they, that's the part you got to really study for. Is
it's the word. It's the wording, really. It's like,
yeah. But
okay.
But anyway, speaking of, you just remind me because I've got to do some homework this weekend. Getting ready for that next week.
Sunday night, 11:59.
Yeah.
Right. You do it Sunday night, 11:59. Like a real man.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
There was I remember my dad. I was in. I just made it to 8th grade, and my father says to me, he goes, well, you're beginning to become a man now, and He goes, I know that I wanted you to go to bed at 7 o'clock, every Sunday night. He goes, you can choose now what time you want to go to bed. And I was like, 9 o'clock. I'm going to go to bed at 9 o'clock because all the good shows are on at 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Makes sense.
And I was like, okay, I'm going to go to bed at 9 o'clock. He goes, okay. You're sure? 9 o'clock. I was like, yeah. Go to 9. Yeah, 9. I could still get up because I was always getting up at like 5 in the morning and, doing all sorts of stuff. Anyway, so go to bed at 9. And he goes, I'm going to hold you to it. Okay. So Sunday comes, and I didn't know the ABC TV movie of the week was Darren McGavin in The Night Stalker.
Oh, wow.
And it was
Sunday night.
It was like the pilot up. No, it was pilot episode on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
And I had to go to bed at 9. It was on at 9. From 9 to 11.
Oh.
And I was so pissed. I was like, what? And I'm like beating myself up and kicking myself. And I watched. I forget what I watched. I think on Sunday night, back then in the 70s, I think
Wonderful World of Disney.
Yeah. Of course, Wonderful World of Disney, like from 7:30 to 8 o'clock. Mm-hmm. But 8 o'clock to 9.
Yeah.
There was.
I can't just think. Yeah, because usually, I
think either Land of the Giants or Lost in Space. I would watch Lost in Space.
Yeah, Land of the Giants came on Sunday,
Wednesday.
Yeah,
and then they moved it to Sunday.
Yeah,
so I was watching Lost in Space. I was like, oh, it was great. And all of a sudden, ABC TV movie of the week, Darren McGavin, Night Stalker. Everybody was talking about it at school the next day, and they go, "Hey, did you see the Night Stalker?" No, no, I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
I had to wait I waited 15 years into the 80s to watch.
Really?
Because when I But when I got into high school, oh no, yeah, that's right. When I got into high school, I was in 8th grade. About 2 or 3 years later, I watched it, and then I didn't know that they had a second movie, which was The Night Strangler.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one like with Richard Anderson, who played Steve Austin's boss. He was a Night Strangler.
Oscar Goldman. Yeah,
Oscar Goldman, and then they did the series, and the series was on first run when I was in high school. So I used to watch the series like every Friday night, and I was like, okay, this is cool. I can watch the series, but I was kicking myself. The other movie I couldn't watch was Trilogy of Terror, the one with Karen Black with the doll.
Yeah,
yeah,
that was definitely a movie of the week.
Yeah.
Which I found out recently that the guy who did the special effects for that doll he also did the miniature effects for Food of the Gods. I think those are only 2 credits I was able to, trace back. But do you remember the TV Guide when that movie first played? The TV Guide did like a little special.
Yeah, it did like a little behind the scenes and and had like the like the mechanics of it.
Well, I gotta really wish, because sometimes TV Guide would put some really neat articles in there. They like some stuff that they had pictures that I've never seen them again, but I remember them. It's like I remember they did one on Super Train. They did one on. You remember that? Yeah. That's the only good thing about the show is the special effects. So the rest of it complete garbage. But cool looking train. So.
Pierce Films did they're actually finding like lost footage from different interviews, but they had the guys who worked on Star Wars also worked on Space Academy, so they have a thing with Space Academy.
Yeah. I think Jim Apperly worked on that. He's Jim Apperly he's on Facebook. I think he was one of the animators.
No, I don't know.
Yeah. He did Planet of the Dinosaurs and
Planet of the Dinosaurs. Yeah.
Yeah, he worked with Steve. I can't pronounce his last name, but other animator. But he's on Facebook. You should friend him. He always posts some interesting stuff. But he did like the sculpting and everything, and the armatures and the animation and everything. But that's a great thing about Facebook now. I mean, that really attracted me to Facebook was the fact that you could, these people that were like your heroes or whatever, like back in the day, it's like they're just like regular people now,
Yeah.
And you can friend them and talk to them or what have you, and and they're happy to do it, So.
Not Steve Neal. I'm still trying to get Steve on here. He doesn't want to come on. I'm like, why do you want to come? He goes, I'm a radical. I'm a maverick. I've been a maverick my whole career. It's like, I understand that. I said, I would love to hear about when you worked on the Planet of the Apes TV series.
Yeah.
Right.
And because every time he says that, I say I was in grammar school watching that. He goes, you were in grammar school at that time? I was like, yeah. He goes, and he goes, how old are you? I said, I'm 10. I said, I'm 10 years younger than you. And he goes,
it's funny. Every now and then I'll be watching a movie or something or TV show and something like that, and all of a sudden I'll see his name like down in the or his ex-wife name shows up quite a bit too. But it's funny because I had no idea who he was until Tony took me out there to the shop, and that was the day you were there, when you were out there, and I was like, Steve Neal, never heard of him. I go out there. I was like,
I knew about Laser Blast. I mean, because I remember, I remember seeing. I saw like a double bill one night at the movies. My friend said, "You want to go to the movies?" Like, yeah, Laser Blast and The End of the World. Two Steve Neal movies, and I was like, okay. And then Dave Allen did the aliens, like the stop motion aliens in Laser Blast.
Yeah,
he also did the Primevals, which I think they just I think they just finished.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
on Blu-ray.
I haven't seen it yet. Tony's seen it. I need to. Yeah, that's one thing I've been meaning to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah. I can remember them. I remember them those write-ups that they used to have in Cine Fantastique, with all these cool pictures and everything. And I was like, oh wow, when's this coming out? And it never came out.
Never came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think Dave had cancer. I think he died from cancer or whatever. So
yeah, he passed away. Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like he was forever trying to get that thing completed, but I guess time just eventually ran out for him. So
yeah,
but yeah.
But yeah, I remember seeing Paul Gentry's name. Paul Gentry as producer. He's in a lot of those movies. Like there was Laser Blast, The End of the World.
Yeah, the daytime ended.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The daytime ended.
Yeah,
did you ever see the review of the description from badmovies.org for The Daytime Ended? It's hilarious. You have to look
that up.
It says what does it say? It says a film and special effects crew terrorize a family in the desert. or something like that, like a special effects crew.
Yeah, pretty much.
Family home in the desert.
It's probably more accurate than they knew. So.
Steve, yeah,
haven't seen that since it came out.
Steve told me about, and he's told me a lot of stories, but he said that he wrote The Daytime Ended, so he wrote the script for that.
Really?
But they changed it. It was supposed to be more cerebral, like 2001.
Really?
But they changed it to put all the little gimmicks in.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed. I was like, oh, so you didn't write? He goes, no.
Yeah.
And then he showed me the original script, and I'm like reading it. I'm like, wow, this is really good. Why couldn't they have used this? He goes, it was the 80s. You had a
So it was the 80s. You had to be there.
Yeah. Had to pile in the effects, even if you didn't need them, and
yeah,
because reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, so all those things. Yeah.
The Skotak brothers. I remember.
Oh, Skotak brothers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could get one of those guys on.
I would love to get one of them on. Oh my god.
Tony Hardy knows them. He could probably arrange something.
Okay.
So yeah, talk to Tony.
Maybe do you have anybody you want to if anybody has anybody you want you want to bring on, just tell me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could I think it's like
after your cybersecurity test. After your cybersecurity.
After the test. and then I'm going to England for 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to England. Going to see going out for to tour, visit some friends and do some touring, but going to see Cabaret Voltaire. I don't know if you ever heard of them. The band.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Industrial band.
Industrial music band. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So real industrial band, not that death metal guitar nonsense. I'm talking like with synthesizers and samples and stuff. Not that. Not that other nonsense, but yeah, I'm going
not to that poser band stuff.
Yeah, that
poser.
Yeah,
you poser.
Yeah,
talking like real industrial music.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Basically, I guess it's kind of like heavy metal without the guitars.
There you go. Death metal.
Yeah. But yeah, looking forward to that.
That's awesome. Sounds like it's going to be fun. Sounds like you're having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. I was thinking there's a museum. I'm not really planning to go into London, but there's a museum of what they call a museum of branding. That's like it's on the west side of London. And from what I understand, they currently have an exhibit like on Jerry Anderson. It's just like,
cool.
Just nothing but Jerry Anderson type stuff. So they've got like all the toys, all the model kits, all the everything related that from a merchandising standpoint that was Jerry Anderson related. So I'm gonna try to find out more about that. Maybe I can take a little side trip,
Cool.
So I let my wife hang out with her college friends because we're staying with her college friends,
Okay.
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they've got
And-
some pretty nice houses, so I'm not going to mind that staying there, but might do a
and
little side trip.
then you can take the channel.
Yeah.
You can take
Yes,
the channel
well-
to France.
Oh well, France. I've been there. So I've lived there. So I didn't need. Yeah, I got family there still, or my wife does. So.
Oh, cool. All right, cool.
Yeah. Anyway. All right.
It is
That's
3
awesome.
o'clock. It
Yeah.
is time to go. I'm sorry that our special guest Lou DeMasso could not make it. We will try to get him on another time, and then he will show us some of his models and everything else. So I'm your host, George Dare. I am flanked by my wonderful host who managed to show up today, James Lechner, Print Master James. Thank you very much for showing your models. And the angriest of IT nerds, Gilbert Floyd.
Yes.
And we will hopefully see you next week with
Yes.
hopefully a guest. That would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
James will not be
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
He's taking his cybersecurity test.
Well, if I blast through the test, I might be able to still make it. So
Okay.
I'm
All
a
right.
tentative. I'm a tentative at this point. so.
All right. We'll pencil
All right.
you in. We'll pencil you in.
Yeah.
He's a
Yes.
he's a floater. He's a floater.
Oh, that
Well,
kind of float.
oh,
Float-
yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
floater, not the East River type of floater. A floater.
All right,
and-
guys.
It's not.
I mean, an agent with no assigned duties. There you go.
Yes. There
All
you
right.
go.
So this has been Model Citizen. I'm your host, George Dare. I also like to thank our sponsors, Tenant Controls, tenantcontrols.com, and AAA Hobbies. Okay. We will see you next week.
Take care, guys.
Take care, everyone.